With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hi, the question is, in a statement first, in a spontaneous fusion reactions, a heavy nucleus is split into two medium-sized ones. Each of new nuclei will have more binding energy per nucleon than the original nucleus. First statement, and the second statement is, joining two light nuclei together to give the single nucleus of the medium size means more binding energy per nucleon in the new nucleus. Clear? Now, if we talk about the first statement, so if we draw the graph of the binding energy per nucleons, so we can draw the graph, then we can analyze. So let us consider this, and at this is the binding energy per nucleus. Binding energy per nucleus. This clear? Now graph is like this. So we can see the graph is like this. So from here, this and this is what fusion. This is fusion and this is what fission. Fission. So we can see that when the heavy nuclei break and it convert into the two small nucleus. This clear? Now we can see that when the parent nucleus is break into two daughter nucleus. So this let us consider this is the parent nucleus, and it break into the two daughter nucleus, and this plus this. So let us consider this is the D1 and this is what D2, and this is what parent nucleus, and this is equal to some amount of the energy Q value. Clear this? So what is the Q value? We can see from here. Q value is what? Q value is the binding energy of this daughter nucleus. So this is the D1 and D2 we can assume. This is what D1 and D2. This is the D1 and this is what D2. So this Q value is equal to binding energy of D1 means the outer one we can assume. This is the D1 value. So this is what D1, and plus we can write binding energy of D2 and minus binding energy of this parent nucleus. So from here we can see that this is equal to this Q value is greater than 0 because this is the continuous spontaneous reactions. It is given that this reaction is what? Spontaneous fusion reactions. Heavy nucleus is split into two medium sized ones. Clear? So from here we can see that each of the new nuclei will have the more binding energy. So we can see that here the daughter nuclei has a more binding energy, we can see, because this is the spontaneous reaction. So this Q value is the greater than this, greater than 0. So this D1 binding energy of the D1 plus binding energy of D2, this is the greater than this 0. So we can see that this statement is the correct statement. Clear? So this statement is the first statement is the correct statement. Now coming to the second statement. Joining two light nuclei together to give the single nucleus of the medium size means more binding energy per nucleus in the new nucleus. Clear? So from here we can see that this statement is not always true. Second statement is not always true. The main factor is what? N by P ratio. So this ratio is main factor. Clear? So this ratio we have to adjust for the reaction. Clear? So we can see that for second statement we can see that this is not always true, that the joining two light nucleus together to give the single nucleus of the medium size means more binding energy per nucleus in the new nucleus. No, this statement is not always true because of N by P ratio should be adjusted for this reaction. Clear? So we can say that second is the wrong statement. So we can see that from option we can see that statement 1 is true and statement 2 is the false. Clear? Hope this answered your question. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.